The Big Thumb Conference is starting to take shape. The corners have been spotted of the puzzle, the borders have been assembled, but yet the big picture has still yet to be decided. Sandusky sends three wide left in the shotgun. Jack Betts, and it's intercepted. Touchdown, Lakers. Jack Betts went for the screen pass, and there was Luke Good to bring it in immediately like he was the intended receiver. By the time he brought that ball in, he already had 2 feet down in the end zone. Touchdown, Lakers, with 9:52 left in the first quarter.
They're going to bring pressure. Sandusky is going to respond with a quick outlet throw to their wide receiver, and Luke Good bringing that pressure as well, reads it perfectly, and the ball basically is thrown to him and catches it in the end zone for the easy pick six.
And the extra point from Lucas Wainer is good. It's 7-0 Lakers. High snap, but Betts brings it in, and it's a wounded duck coming out. May have been slightly blocked. Takes a big Sandusky bounce, and maybe, no, it does not. Gets brought down at the Sandusky 49-yard line for a 30-yard punt. Trips on just outside of the left side of the line. Direct snap to Levasseur. Staying in the pocket throw. Here come the white jerseys. He's brought down for a massive sack way back inside Laker territory. Leading the charge, number 3, Chase Green, outside linebacker, brings him down.
Chased down behind by Chase Green, and they'll spare the punting unit. And what I like this time, Sandusky has a guy back. You got to do that to make sure that ball doesn't roll that close to the end zone again.
Bounces at the 30, bounces at the 20, and comes to rest at the 15-yard line where Caden Carrefour downs it for the Elkton Elks, a.k.a. the Elkton Pigeon Bayport Lakers. From their own 47, right to left across your radio. One receiver wide right, that's Nathaniel Tovar. 3 to the left. Chase Green off the right, off the left hip of Jack Betts in the shotgun. There's the snap. Immediate runs to his left, and there's green jerseys all over. He's going to be short. He's brought down. He dove forward at the 47, and there was 21, Lucas Wainer, on the stop. He got a yard. He needed 2, though, and it's going to be a turnover on down. Sandusky falls short. Lakers defense holds strong, and it's a turnover on downs, and Lakers retains their 7-0 lead now with the ball. A minute 23 before the end of the first quarter. Ben Levasseur under center. There's the snap. Handoff to Luke Good. Falls forward. It's going to be very close. It depends on the mark. Still getting the chain straightened out here. And it's going to be by a quarter of a football. First down, Lakers. So they convert on fourth down. And the Lakers continue their march down the field. They now stand at the Sandusky 37-yard line. Fourth down, 6-man in motion. It's staying in the pocket. Levasseur throws quickly to Weisenbaugh, and that should be incomplete. Hit the turf at the 27. The back judge says it hit the turf first. So, falls incomplete. First and 10 from the 43 of their own territory. Jack Betts options over to Chase Green in the flats to the near sideline. Breaks out his first tackle. Still on his feet across midfield. And still on his feet all the way inside the 40 of Lakers. And finally brought down at the 36. It may look like he stepped out of bounds nearly at midfield. Instead he kept in bounds. Tackle made by Lucas Lasowski for the Lakers. Move the chains and then summon into the Lakers side of the field for the first time tonight. Betts in the shotgun. Rolls to his right. Keep it for himself. Across the 30, down to the 25, and still on his feet inside the 20. That could have been a face mask, and there's the flag, and he comes down to the 25-yard line. As it stands right now, Lucas Wainer on the stop. A big run from Jack Betts from the 36 down to the 15 for a 21-yard gain. And then there's going to be additional yards here with a face mask called on the Laker defense.
Oh, nice tackle there by Lasowski, but I like the play call on offense even more. You spread out that defense and attack right up the middle, even if you don't get it now.
Quarterback key for Jack Betts into the end zone. Yes, touchdown Sandusky. Jack Betts lowers the shoulder and finds himself in the end zone, and we are an extra point away from a tie ball game with 6:58 left in the second quarter. Jack Betts stays in the pocket looking to throw down to the corner of the end zone. This one's broken up by number 1, Grant Buchholz, and so Lakers clings to that 1-point lead, 7-6. And they've said 2 receivers wide left, 2 receivers wide right, working off the left hash. Levasseur has Buchholz on his left hip, now shifts to his right hip. Levasseur surveying the defense. Sandusky bringing everyone up within 5 yards of the front line. Back to pass downfield, beyond the coverage, into the end zone, touchdown Lakers. Beats the coverage in man-to-man coverage. And there is Grant Buchholz streaking out of the backfield, down the field, into the end zone for the score.
And you see the running back just drip out to the right and then right down the middle of the field. And he just runs right by the linebackers. And a great throw by Levasseur right on the number.
And Wainer is 2 for 2 on extra points. It's now 14-6. Lakers leads by 8 points with 3:34 left in the second quarter. If you can listen to the game, you can watch the game. But for those who are not at the game, you cannot smell the game like we can here. It is, as the wind dies down, it is getting stronger and stronger. It burns the nostrils here a little bit, as in the words of Ron Burgundy. It's 60% of the time it's working all the time tonight, that's for sure. 14-6. It is. Eyes are watering here a little bit. And I grew up in Huron County. I'm okay with it.
Quick slant and go route, but again, good job by Sanchez. Knocked that down, and Sandusky will punt.
So Jack Betts punts it. There was a green jersey right in front of him, and this is a bad-looking punt. It takes an even worse bounce and is brought in at the 27-yard line. So it's a negative 7-yard punt for Jack Betts and the Wolves, almost in the exact same position as last week's bad punt. And now with 49 seconds before the half is over, very similar to the last week's as well, the opposing team has a chance to punch it in for the third time before half is over. 1st and 10 from the 26. On the plus side of the field are the Lakers. 49 seconds left in the half. Trying to punch one in. Levasseur staying in the pocket, throwing downfield to pass into the end zone. Does he have it? He does! Touchdown, Lakers! Lucas Wayner in a beautiful double move at the goal line. Breaks free of his coverage and into the end zone just one play later and 6 seconds later. And just like that, Lakers have blown this one wide open, now leading by 2 possessions with 43 seconds before the half is over. Lucas Wayner, beautiful pass. In coverage there was number 9, Brandon Champeau. And Lucas Wayner brings in the catch for the score.
Good position, which Champeau was, and that extra point is blocked.
2 wide each way. Jack Betts in the shotgun as he has been all night. There's the snap, immediately rolling to his right. Play action, looking to pass downfield. Nothing open, now airs it out, and this is going to go into double coverage, and this is going to be picked off by Lucas Wayner at the 35. He's at the 45 of Lakers, across midfield to the Sandusky 40. Still on his feet, the 35, flag flies, and he's out of bounds at the 30-yard line for Lucas Wayner. 13 seconds left in the half. Already leading by 2 scores, 20-6. And they send 3 wide to the right, 1 to the left, and it's a snap to Ben Levasseur. Looking to pass, and he's going to be sacked back in the backfield by Chase Green yet again. That's his 2nd sack of the evening. And a timeout called by the Lakers. They want to get one more shot at the end zone here before the half is over with 7 seconds remaining. 2nd down, 19 to go. 2 wide each way. Levasseur in the shotgun. Buchholz on his right. Back to pass. Screen pass to Buchholz. Brings it in. He's across midfield. He's into Sandusky territory at the 40. Still on his feet at the 30 and chased down from behind at about the 26-yard line. Tackle made by Bryce Kiley. Middle linebacker chases him down, and that is how the half will end. 3 wide to the left, 1 to the right. That would be Gavin Phillips. Betts in the shotgun. Chase Green on his left hip. There's the snap, and it's going to be a quarterback keep, and he's brought down in the backfield for a loss of 3. Lakers read that one well. Luke Good brings in the tackle and the sack. That's the first negative yard play for the Laker defense, and then Jack Betts threw the ball in frustration, and this is going to be a 15-yard walk-off on unsportsmanlike conduct on the Sandusky Wolves. So 6:47 left in the 3rd quarter. Lakers back on offense. And they just ejected Jack Betts. Not only will he have to sit out the rest of this game, but he'll have to sit out a half of the next game. As we're seeing the replay here, thanks to Thumb Audio Video, as he got up and just threw it at the head. Threw it right at the head of number 56, Levi Wren, defensive end. So Lakers now on offense. 6:47 left in the 3rd quarter. 1st and 10 from the 31. Back to pass. Downfield, and it's brought in by Cade Weisenbaugh at the 50. He's in the Sandusky territory and brought down at the 43-yard line. Gavin Phillips brings him down inside Sandusky territory. They strike hard, and they bring him down after a 26-yard strike. 1st and 10 for the Lakers.
And your quarterback has overthrown both of them. He had 2 open receivers down the field and 1 to the sideline. Overthrow it. You got to settle him down and just keep calling your plays.
In the shotgun, staying in the pocket, and going for a screen. It's intercepted by Sandusky at the 47. The middle number 50, Garrett Badgerow, number 60, Brady Steeb, defensive end, 5'7", 190-pound senior, brought in the pass as they're going for the screen. Ben Levasseur had to elevate to throw that one, threw it right into the hands of Brady Steeb, and Sandusky's defense grabs the ball back, keeps Lakers out of the end zone when suddenly it looked like Lakers had all the momentum on their side, and now with 6:24 left in the 3rd quarter, Sandusky is back on offense with Jamal Milnarski at quarterback. 4th and 5 for Sandusky at the Lakers 33-yard line. 4 minutes left in the third. Pass over into a wide-open receiver, and it's tipped, but it's brought in by Gavin Phillips, and he's going to be very close to the first down marker. Looks like he's short by maybe a half a yard as he tried to outstretch his hand before coming down. Good catch there by Gavin Phillips and fighting for it, but Cade Weisenbaugh will be credit for the stop and more than likely a turnover on downs. All depends on the spot of the location. They're signaling first down Lakers.
Offense come back on the field.
And staying in the pocket, throwing downfield, and it's brought in by Caden Caribou at the 35. He's still on his feet into Sandusky territory at the 40. Down to the 30, the 20, the 15, the 10-5. Touchdown Lakers. Caden Caribou brings in the pass, and 71 yards later into the end zone for a score. And the Lakers blow this game wide open once again. 3:42 left in the third, and now Lakers leads by 3 scores. 3:42 left in the third quarter. Levasseur connects with Caribou, and the rest is history.
Yeah, and again, everybody's in man-to-man coverage. There's nobody there, and he's able to just outrun everybody down the left sideline for a touchdown.
And the extra point from Wayner is good. It is now 27-6 by 21 points. The Lakers lead the Sandusky Wolves with 3:42 left in the third quarter. So now they're on their third-string punter here. So this is more likely going to look like a rugby kick, and it's a good kick. It's a punt from Legatus, and it bounces at the 40 and rolls at the 41 and foul to the 42-yard line inside Sandusky territory still with 1 minute remaining in the third quarter. 2nd and 5, the Lakers start the fourth quarter with a pass. Levasseur downfield, down to the end zone to Caribou. It is good. Touchdown, Lakers. Caden Caribou with his second straight touchdown reception puts the green and white into the end zone for the 5th time tonight. Levasseur now 9 of 15 for 199 yards, 3 scores, and just 1 interception. Going for 2, and it's a pitch, and it's a bad pitch, and they have to jump on it back at the 11-yard line. The 2-point conversion fails. So Robert Lodigus with the punt. Good punt. A lot of hang time. Brought into the 50-yard line in a fair catch. A fair catch brought in by Weisenbaugh, and that's about the only thing we haven't had tonight, Dave, was a fair catch.
Well, check that off your bingo card, Clark. We got that one. We got the coverall.
Deep back for Sandusky would be Carter Bush. High punt. Bounces at the 20-yard line and goes to the far sideline and rolls out of bounds at the 11. Nice punt there from Ben Levasseur. Milinarski, acting point guard as well as quarterback on this squad. Keeps it for himself on the option. He runs out of his first 2 tackles. He has the first down across the 30, still on his feet at the 40. He's got 2 green jerseys in front of him inside Laker territory, and finally forced out of bounds by Lucas Wayner into Laker territory. Trips to the right, 1 to the left. That's Tovar working off the left hash. Milinarski in shotgun has Chase Green out of his left hip. 7.5 to play. In the pocket. Blitz comes from Lakers. He lets it fly, and it's going to be intercepted by Lucas Wayner at the 14-yard line. Breaks out his 1 tackle, and he runs down the near sideline and finally runs out of bounds at the 38-yard line. 1st and 10 Lakers. Lucas Wayner with his 2nd interception tonight. 7.5 to play. Lakers back in offense, leading already by 27 points. And it's a pitch over to Luke Good, and he has the first down. He's across midfield, across the 40, down to the 30-yard line, and down to the 22-yard line. And tackle made by Carter Bush, the sophomore.
Is this the field goal unit?
I think so. So Lucas Wayner already has a 33-yard field goal in his repertoire this season. Early, I think that was in the 2nd week of the season against Vassar, I think. This one would be a 38-yard field goal, facing a 4th and 10. Weisenbaugh on the hold. The kick is up, has the distance. If it has the accuracy, it is going to be good. And they're going to say the field goal is through the uprights. Add 3 points. Ring the big bell for Lucas Wayner. And now it's a 30-point lead for the Lakers. 36-6. Milinarski on a screen pass to the near side to Chase Green. Brings it in. He's across the 40, down to the 30, down to the 25. 1 man to beat. He's down to the 15 and finally tackled out of bounds at the 10-yard line by Anthony Kabaki. A 34-yard reception into the hands of Chase Green, who's having himself a ball game, and all in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, he was on the wrong end of one of those screen passes.
Milinarski on the keeper. Up the gut, across the 5, down to the end zone. Touchdown, Sandusky. A minute 54 remaining, and Milinarski punches it in for the 2nd time tonight for the Wolves. So 36-12 as it stands right now as Robert Latagas. The extra point is up. It is, I think that barely skirted it over. Yes, it did. It had about 6 inches of clearance over top of the crossbar, and it's through the uprights. It's now 36-13. 36-13, a 23-point difference. And Sandusky going for the extra point, the onside kick, and the kicker brought it in at the 49. Number 13 kicked it. That's Carter Bush. And he hit it. He caught it 11 yards later. So Sandusky's back on offense. And I'm out of space on my paper, and I'm going to stop taking stats now. 1:54 left in this ball game. 3 to the right, 1 to the left, working off the left hash. Milinarski in the shotgun. Handoff right in the middle. Chase Green, he's got room to run. Down to the 20, cuts to the opposite side. Down to the 10, the 5. Touchdown, Sandusky. Chase Green scampers in from 37 yards out. And with 29 seconds left, as the clock is continuing to roll here, there we go. 36-19. It's now a 17-point ball game. That's back-to-back touchdowns for the Wolves. The kick from the German foreign exchange student is good. 36-20. Had a brief chat with him last week on the field at Sandusky. Very easygoing. Said, "How do you say your last name?" Said, "Doesn't matter." All right, I like it. Like your style. And booming kick off the shins of a green jersey, and it's still bouncing around. It's picked up by Caden Caribou. That was nearly another onside recovery for Sandusky. Caden Caribou saves it, though, for the Lakers.
I think the 5-hour energy's kicking in.
5-hour energy finally kicked in. Down to pass for Lakers. It's brought in. It's a hook and ladder at the 43. And it's a pitch out to number 1, Grant Buchholz. He's still on his feet. Brought down number 9 on the tackle, Brandon Shampo, and Bryce Kiley had enough, and he slammed him down. And Dave Levaster's called a timeout with 16 seconds left.
I don't know, if you keep finding games that take this long, he's going to want to renegotiate his contract. Yeah. But appreciate you, Kevin, for sticking around, bud.
We're going to need more film. Don't even know we're recording on film, but we're out of memory space. So trips to the right, 1 to the left. Levasseur in the shotgun. Looking down to throw downfield, and he's wide open. And this was overthrown, intended for Lucas Wayner at the 5-yard line. Falls incomplete with 12 seconds left. Looking downfield, and here comes the blitz from Sandusky. Levasseur throws this one downfield, and brought in by Lucas Wayner. Touchdown, Lakers. Man in motion. It's going to be a pitch. Shovel pass forward to number 20, Noah May, and he's in for the 2-point conversion. 44-20 with 2 seconds left. So Sandusky gets the snap, and they take a kneel, and that is your ball game. Lakers hangs on and dominates this one from start to finish. 24-point victory for the green and white on homecoming. Lakers 44, Sandusky 20 after 48 minutes of play on the field. Lakers improves to 6-0 on the season and now clinch a share of the Big Thumb White title, and they can win it outright with a victory next week at home against Millington.